It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, "Thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going."
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Again, it's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, an early statement. They go for it on 4th and goal and wind up punching it in.
And that wasn't on the 1-yard line either. It wasn't just quarterback sneak range. They had to work for that one, but they certainly got the job done.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Play action now, Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
They go to Elliott again.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Cooks on the quick slant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Off play action. Daniels. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 43. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On first down, Daniels.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll look to throw again.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's down to the 11.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd down and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
23 yards on the play.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
1st down, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jalen Tolbert.
34 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been perfect through the air, 9 of 9 so far, including that touchdown on the last drive. As his guys start again, 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Completion here, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's got it.
And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Second and goal from the 1.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Prescott on first down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here is 3rd and 5.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, Daniels sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line. Prescott yet again. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Prescott.
Tolbert hauls in the out route.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry by Elliott.
And down to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
On the counter, Elliott. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 9. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
That's going to be caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's keep our points. Dig down deep.
Third and 8.
Now Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here's Dak.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Here's Prescott. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington.
Down by 5. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Let's go. Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Again, it's Elliott.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now Prescott.
Outright, he finds Tolbert.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on